A lot of parents have questions about spit up. Is it normal? Is it not? And what can you do to reduce it? There's basically a trap door sitting over a baby's stomach, and if it opens at inappropriate times, then stomach contents will come flowing up the esophagus and come out. In most cases, it's like a passive expelling of stomach contents, and it doesn't hurt the baby, and it's not a problem as long as there's just small amounts coming out, because they're keeping more in than what's coming out, and they grow and thrive, and they do well. One of the things that can cause a baby to spit up more is them swallowing a lot of air. So their position, the flow, and also the timing of their feedings can affect this. So you want to feed them when they're slightly upright, not laying down flat or not up too high or having to find awkward positions to move their head in when they're swallowing. They also, if they're fed when they're really hungry, they may swallow more air because they're crying and they're fussy, so try to feed them before they get too upset. Flow can also be an issue, like if you're using a nipple that's a fast flow if you're bottle feeding and the baby's just gulping it down and can't really keep up with it, or if you're a nursing mother and your milk is coming out really fast during letdowns, it may cause the baby to swallow a lot of air. So you can change the nipple if you're bottle feeding, and you can try pumping off or manually expressing a little bit of milk first before latching your baby on if you're breastfeeding. See if this makes a difference. Now, a baby may also spit up if they have a lot of pressure on their tummies, and so this may be positional, like you don't want to feed them and then put them on their tummies. Keep them upright for at least 20 minutes, and also be aware of how tight their diaper and their pants are on their stomach. If that's super tight, that may cause extra pressure that makes the stomach contents come up and out. Now, projectile vomiting is an entirely different story. It's not just a passive expelling of stomach contents coming up and out. It's a forceful contraction. And this will affect how it looks, too. If your baby's just, got some dribbles coming out of their mouth, it's usually more of just like a messy problem. It's not an actual issue. But if a baby is projectile vomiting, then it actually goes out. And if your baby's doing this, then talk with your pediatrician. Concerns with this can be dehydration, lack of growth or failure to thrive. Basically, the baby isn't gaining enough weight because they're not taking in enough nutrients. So after asking you more specific questions and performing an exam and looking at the baby's overall growth and well-being, the pediatrician will be able to give you tailored information and advice about whether or not intervention is necessary at that point. Now, generally speaking, a lot of babies have issues with reflux, 50% or more. And again, it's more of just like a messy problem, not necessarily a big issue as long as the baby's gaining weight. That little trap door that's supposed to keep contents in the stomach is actually a sphincter, and it doesn't fully mature till the baby's like 8 to 12 months of age. And so sometimes babies will experience reflux until they're that old. But again, if the spit up seems to be severe, you're worried about them having more out than in, or if it's projectile, or if you're noticing any blood in the stool, or if you're worried about your baby's bowel movements, those are all things that you should talk with your pediatrician about. If you have any other questions in the future for me, feel free to ask them on our Facebook page at facebook.com/Intermountain Moms, and recommend us to your friends and family too.